High performers are really good at this one thing. And if they're not careful, that very same thing can actually work against them. Can you guess what it is? They are really good at going. Yes. And I'm talking full court press. And they are showing up fully focused, full presence, full output. They are very much giving everything that it needs to be giving and leaving no crumbs behind. And they can run that hard well past Friday up until the point that they either almost hit a wall or almost pass out somewhere. And listen, neither one of those is a strategy. I know this from studying high performers and also just being a high performer. But you want to know a major key that high performers are really focused in on? They are just as intentional about their rest as they are the rest of their plan. So, friend, I got to ask you, do you have a Friday wind down ritual that you use at the end of every week? Because it's not just about closing out the week strong, it's about setting yourself up to start next Monday even stronger. So, hang out with me because I'm even going to share with you my Friday wind down ritual because we are not just ending our week on a successful note, but we're setting ourselves up to start next week in the same level of flow. So, let's get into it. First up are Friday finishers. Now, this I learned from Brendan Burchard. He says, have your goals set for the week and what you're going to complete come 5 p.m. on Friday. And friend, I love this so much. And so does your brain because your brain loves a closed loop. And friend, when you have all of these things that are just dangling out in the wind, it can cause you to get discouraged. It can even cause your focus to be scattered. But when you have clear, defined goals that you're working on for the week and you can show yourself that you really are making progress, you really are completing things, friend, your brain is so happy to close that loop. And it's also helping to set you up to keep you in that progress and forward momentum mode. So, friend, have your Friday finishers. For me, I like to call it the big three. I like to maximize my priorities for the top three. And listen, it doesn't mean that I only have three priorities. It just means that from the list of priorities, the three is what I'm focused on. So make sure that you set yourself up to know, to have that clarity of what it is that you are working to complete come close of business on Friday. So good, friend. And another great thing that I love to do on Fridays is I actually like to schedule my Fridays so that it's a light day. I am not hustling and bustling up until 5 p.m. to get everything done. Now, I'm not saying that that's what you have to do, but for me, my energy level come Friday, it's on the low low. So I'm not completing nothing by 5 because, friend, I might just complete it by noon. So that I can actually wind down my week and be fully winded down by 5 if I can help it. But this is also just to help to show you that you can play with this. You can have some variety, right? You can actually design it in a way that it really works with you and your energy. Not everyone is like me, where their energy is like, we don't even know where it goes on Fridays. Some people can still go. So having some finishers by 5 p.m. is amazing for you. But guess what? I'm still meeting the goal, even if I set myself up to meet it earlier in the day. So have your Friday finishers and make sure that your Friday has the energy that matches your vibe. Next up is reflection without judgment. Friend, the whole without judgment, those are the most important two words that I just spoke, okay? Because so many times we can just be our own worst critic. And we have no problem pointing out all of the things that we did not do, all of the things that are still not done. So, friend, when you get ready to review your week, please remember this is a judge free zone. Do not come up in here with all of the judgments, okay? There's no place for that. Grant yourself some grace as you review your week. Do you want to know something that I really admire and love about athletes? They always watch tape. After a game, they go back and they check that tape because they want to be able to see the points that they actually need to improve upon. They want to make sure that when they find themselves in that position again, they actually have a solution for what they faced. So when they're watching tape, they're not sitting over there with an attitude. They're watching it to gather data, to get information, to help them with actually solving problems, not with looking at themselves as a problem. Think about your favorite athletes because they're all watching tape and they're doing it from a judge free zone. Think of LeBron, think of Serena, think of any athlete that goes back and watches tape. We can do that too with our week. Where did you really shine? Where did you have success? Because wherever there's success, friend, we need to be duplicating that next week. And where are some things that we want to improve? What are some suggestions to make those improvements? What kind of tweaks can you make to make sure that when it comes up again, because we all know that it will, but you actually have some solutions to counter it the next time that it comes up and watch yourself overcome it? So, friend, do not give yourself a hard time. Grant yourself some grace, review your week, and really find your wins, friend, because so many times you don't feel like you're winning because you haven't celebrated where you already won. You have been winning and you're just not giving yourself credit for it because it's not what the win is after crossing the finish line. And friend, you really do yourself a disservice when you do not have milestones set up and places where you can actually see where you're winning. Because if you can see your wins now, that fuels you into next week. That builds momentum into the next week. So, friend, we are all about setting ourselves up for success. And that's a way that you can close out your week strong and even set yourself up for any other work that has to be done during the weekend. Because listen, I know you may be a weekend warrior. Your week may not end on Friday, and that's okay. But having that weekly milestone where you can look back and say, oh my goodness, I sent that email that was so critical. I made the video. I turned in the proposal. There's so many things that you've probably done this week and you just haven't given yourself full credit for it. So this is the time to do it, friend. Okay? Okay. Another major key to really closing out the week strong is to make sure that you have some connection and some fun built into your weekends. Because, friend, so many times we are just going on autopilot and we forget that we still have a life to live. And connecting to your people, the people that you love and care for the most, They are just as much as important as any other part of your plan. And that is something that I truly love about being a high performer because being high performance isn't just about your productivity and your output in terms of your career, your goals, or working towards your dreams. That is definitely a part of it. But the other part of it is also about nurturing your well being and your relationships. So, when I say well being, it doesn't just stop at you, it also incorporates the well being of the relationships that you have in your life. Brendan often says if you get to the top and you are alone, you did it wrong. And friend, you do not want to be standing on the other side of that finish line, and the people that you love are nowhere near to celebrate you too. So, it is very important that you are also focusing in on connection. Who is that friend that you haven't talked to in a while? And maybe you can just go and grab coffee or brunch. Who is that family member that you really need to connect with? Maybe they're going through something and they just need a hug. But definitely make sure that you have made time for the people that you love and care for in your life because achievements are phenomenal. We have so much drive as humans. We want to be working towards something. We just don't want to be sitting idle and allowing our life to go by and we didn't really live it. That is what makes people feel so disconnected and unfulfilled. Your achievements, the things that you're striving for, they're very important. But that does not mean that you have to put so much focus there that you completely forget about those who love you and the people that you love so much. So make sure that you're also investing some time into those important relationships and create some new memories because, friend, those memories are going to be some of your most cherished wins of all. So definitely make sure that you are tending and nurturing your relationships because you don't have to choose one or the other. You can definitely have it all and do it all. We just have to be intentional. Ooh, friend, loving the reset, loving it so much. Let me go ahead and give you your journal prompt. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay. Looking at my notes, here we go. Here's your journal prompt. What went well that deserves to be celebrated right now? And what is one thing I am choosing to release before the weekend begins? Friend, ooh, this is so good. Listen, we are carrying so much with us. We are carrying all of the things that we've been working on this week. We are carrying any disappointments, anything that you might be looking at and feeling like it's just not going the way that you intended to. There are so many things happening in our internal world as well as the world surrounding us. So, friend, you have got to have a place that you can release. So you're not carrying that into your weekend. You're not carrying that into your next week. If you can learn to release, you free up so much space for yourself to actually really improve your energy, to improve the way that you're connecting to the people that you love. It really just creates so much freedom when you are not carrying so many things. And if you have been carrying a lot of things, listen, Erica Badu, she already told us you gonna miss your bus dragging all them bags like that. Love that song so much. Love me some Erica Badu. But it's so true, friend, because not only are you carrying last week and this week, but are you carrying months and years before today, before now? I mean, if you haven't been practicing a release technique or even just using your journal as the place that you release the struggles into, friend, I'm telling you, if you want to really boost your productivity, you want to boost your energy, release, let things go. Let things go. You are really just like a rocket ship and you are going into space. All of the work that you're putting in, everything that you're doing and working towards, you are going up. And every rocket lets go of tanks as it gets to certain spaces. It lets things go so that it can continue to propel forward. Friend, you too. You too. So, really spend some time with this journal. What can you release? What can you leave on the pages that doesn't have to get carried going forward with you? Oh, that's so good. Mm, 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 so good. So, friend, make sure that you do your journal prompt. And if you need even more amazing prompts just like this, I'll link the main character energy journal prompts for you down in the description because those prompts really do help you to not only just open up and explore where you are in this season, but it really helps you to gain more clarity and figure out how to really position yourself as the main character in your life. It's such an amazing resource to really help you connect to the best of who you are now so that you can be operating from that place. Because, friend, you want to talk about momentum, okay? That's the shift, okay? So I hope that you have loved this episode just as much as I have loved doing it. Hey, love it so much. And friend, meet me in the comments. Tell me which part of this ritual are you going to add for your Friday wind down? And if you already have a practice in place, share it in the comments because I would love to meet you there and celebrate with you. And you can also be sharing some amazing tips because I really want to build a community of high achieving, high performing women who need each other as we continue to grow and evolve and really maximize our self love and build each other up. We have got to fix each other's crowns. We need each other. And that's the kind of community that I want us to have here. So share in the comments because you never know who else may be inspired or who else may see something that you're doing and it just might be the thing that they need to make a world of difference even in their life. So share in the comments. I can't wait to meet you there. And listen, I love me so much. I don't play about me. And if you hang out with me long enough, you will love yourself so much that you won't play about you either. Okay, friend? So I will meet you in the comments and I will see you in the next video tomorrow.